if you want to reach fast, you see, walk with people. And if you want to reach far, you just have to walk alone and fast.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe. I like the way they're saying it, man. We are on to the next. And yes, man, it is quite true. We are on to the next right here on the Breakfast Vibe Show. We like calling it the Breakfast of Champions. This is Male Kipto, your host, this fantastic morning and every other morning. Now, for anyone locking in right about now, remember, man, you can't trace us anywhere in the world at www.blueradio.co.ke. This morning, I am joined by one Ray, of course, who's going to be talking to us about his organization, what they do, why they do it, and how they do it. And yes, man, he's quite a young person like myself. I'm interested to understand how come a young person like himself runs a huge organization. Well, journey with us this fantastic morning to find out. Without much further ado, the moment of truth, the moment we've all been waiting for. Good morning, my brother. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
All right. Awa ngwana wa kusikia bwana. Itabidi ungurume kidogo kwa hizi microphone zetu, au sio? Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. Of course, kwa wale ambao labda ndio wana interact na wewe today for the first time, who is Ray, and why did Ray start this organization? What was the idea behind it?
Okay, first I want to thank the Blue Radio for this opportunity. My name is Antegol Ray. First of all, I'm a student.
All right.
And I'm a Kenyan citizen, of course. And I'm the founder and the president of Edifyers Youth Organization. Yeah.
All right. Very, very important. The president, as you've heard it, folks. Who are the Edifyers organization? What is their mandate?
Okay. The Edifyers Youth Organization was founded by me last year, and one of the key things that we wanted is youth empowerment. And we deal with different variety of things. Inclusion of helping or supporting the needy. We nurture talents and support each one's ideas. We create job and share job links. We offer mentorship and guiding to young youths, and maybe those engaged in drugs and other things. And mostly what we deal with is empowerment of youth. Yeah, like majority of the youth are in employment, and you find out that most of them want like white collar jobs and they are nowhere to be seen. So we come in as the edifiers, gather the resources, the knowledge that we have, and start something so that they can be somewhere. Yeah.
All right. So of course, I would like to understand how is the organization operating? Are you like doing all the work by yourself? Do you have guys who are supporting you as you do some of these activities? How does that happen?
Okay, first of all, the important thing is that the organization is registered with the government, and of course, I have a great team with me, starting from the Vice President, Yusrambeyu. We have the Secretary General called Stacy. We have the Project Manager, Alice. We have the Organizing Secretary called Brolin Maheri. We have the advisors to the organizations. We have the Financial Secretary, Joyce, and we just have a great team that we work on together.
All right. It has been 1 year, I believe, since you started the organization.
Yeah.
In the journey, up to now, what are some of the success stories you have been able to see? As the organization grows, everyone grows with the organization. What success stories have you observed coming up and growing in the organization?
In the raising of this youth organization, it becomes a challenge, mostly in the sector of funding, So all things, we do it by ourselves. And what I can say is that we have supported some of the youth, or let me say some of the orphans in the orphanages. We have supported some of the members. And what we do is that when a member or a youth we know has some skills, or maybe let me say like one of us, the Vice Secretary General, did a certificate in pastry. So what we do, we come together, we gather the capital, and we start that business. So far, that is one that we have started. And if anyone wants cake around Likoni, Mombasa. We do deliveries and they enjoy it. It's delicious. Yeah.
Alright. Mbona hamkubeba samples bwana? Mbona mnataka tu tusikie hizi story hapa on air bwana? Hamtaki tuwauze huku nje kwa wasikilizaji bwana?
So you now make an order.
I have to place an order, yeah, but it's good. It's good now. I know. That's quite interesting. And of course, many a times, running an organization comes with its fair challenges. How do you, as a team, because you're moving as a team, how do you, navigate these challenges? Because sometimes it could be you are holding a meeting. Let's say person X has not come. They have not even sent, an apology. Someone is supposed to be, conducting a certain field event. Ajaonekana. How do you bridge, these particular gaps? Because you are a young team. How do you, ensure that everyone, comes on board and does the activities they are meant to be doing?
Yeah, that's a very, very big challenge we are undergoing as per now. First and foremost, we are not just serving in Mombasa only.
Okay.
We have branches in like 7 counties, the Machakos, Nairobi, Kwale, Kilifi, Narok, and others. You find out that maybe we want to host a meeting, but there's a person who was willing to come, but due to some financial challenges, they are unable to attend.
Yeah.
But we attend a good number, and most of the time, you find out that we do some online meetings via maybe a Google Meet, and you find that a quite number of people are attending. But to my team, they are really doing good work. They are determining themselves because they know maybe for now they won't see the fruits, but in future they will enjoy the fruits. They'll become employers. They'll become shareholders in the organization. Yeah.
All right. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. Clock ina strike mazee 10 in the AM. This is Mala Kipto chopping it up with Ray from Edifyers Youth Organization. We're going to a short musical break, man. When we come back, we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into this conversation. How can you be part of it? When and why should you be part of the organization? Pardon me. You can, of course, forward your questions via our socials at Blue Radio Kenya. And yes, man, listen to us live and direct via the website www.blueradio.co.ke. I'm locked in the building rather with one Ray, of course, from Edifyers Youth Organization. And of course, man, they are meant, or rather they purpose in helping young men, young women, of course, achieve their certain goals. I want to find out, how can you be part of this organization? Are you interested? Do you want to be part and parcel of what they are doing? Well, let's hear from the man himself, how you can be part of the organization.
Okay, for you to be member of this organization, first you need to fill a registration form. Upon filling the registration form, you pay the registration fee, and the concerned team will now go through your details, and they will approve or reject based on the information you've given. And it doesn't matter where you are, because we have online registration, we have our website, we have our social media platforms where one can engage in and find us.
All right. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana. Right about now, a question that is always crippling a lot of organizations is that sometimes leaders have their own, mission and their own vision. And sometimes as the president, you already have that vision in mind that I want this organization to move in this direction. But your team, maybe they don't see this vision that you have. How do you know from time to time ensure that you remind them that, yes, I may not be right all the time, but I am following this particular vision that I want us to achieve? How do you go about, reminding them and ensuring that they follow this vision that you have?
Okay, I believe there's this saying that says you don't rule on how you want, but on how people want you to do it. So before I make any decision as the president of the organization, first I have to consult everyone. And as you said about the vision, I have the vision, but for it to be effective, I must consult or talk to some of the concerned people. Let me say like we have a project, let me say in a county like Mombasa, Kwale or Kilifi. I need to talk to the county director of that particular place. I need to talk to the members of that particular place so that I can know. Maybe they have knowledge on, maybe we can start a particular project in this county. They have the knowledge on how it can run, because maybe I'm not from that county, but they are from there, they have it. So and you know, as a young person, persuading a young person is really difficult, because youth now believe that they are right in their own way. But you now have to come and tell them that, you know, this is an organization, you have to do this, we need to achieve this, you see. And we thank God that the principles of the Ministry of Youth are directing us from doing the right thing to do. And I'm glad that all of the members are now supporting the vision and the missions that we have. Yeah.
All right. That's quite interesting. Of course, as a leader, sometimes, you know, people look up to you for motivation and direction. Do you get to a point where you feel, you know, I am not capable of, you know, going forward? You feel low, you feel lost. When you arrive at this point, you know, what are ways, you know, you get yourself motivated, you get yourself back on track to ensure that, you know, because your whole team is looking at you, and wataangalia waone ukiongozi wetu kweli bado ako na ile motivation, kweli bado ako na ile taki ya kuendelea. Ukiwa kwa hiyo kona ambayo una feel siwezi endelea, huwa unafanya vipi ili ujitoe pale?
First, a big shout out to my mom, Molin. You know, most of the time when I do these things, I always look at her story first. So you see from where she came from to the place she is now. You see, you come to the point that no one can access you, or no one can inquire something from you because they see you as a nobody. But the moment you sprout, everyone, including enemies, each and every person around you wants to get something from you. So whenever I'm down, I just look at a story. You see, and a big shout out to Reverend Josephat Avuya, another person that keeps me motivated each and every time. Each and every time I need help, I need advice from what I want to do first, I have to seek. You see, and to that point, you find out that when I didn't have the organization, or when we hadn't started the organization, no one was around you. But a youth, a visioned person may see that you see, this person was just a nobody from somewhere. You know, the person was not well known, but now is running an organization not only in Mombasa County but the entire country. You see, so you now find out that now DMs are so many for now. You see, so that in that you can't even reply other ones. So as for now, I just feel like each and everything I do is a motivation to any other person, because many of the people inspired to reach where I am as at now. Yeah.
Amazing. And wao wanasema kuna msemo inasema readers leaders. Sijui kama umeisikia ama umekutana nayo mahali. As a leader, as a president right now, people are looking up to you, of course. What books, you know, are you reading to ensure that, you know, you stay on top of your game, and ensuring that, you know, you are always at the forefront in terms of leadership, in terms of, you know, offering advice and guidance? Where do you find, you know, this knowledge from?
When I was still in high school, there's this teacher called John Mukulo.
The teacher of maths.
Mwalimu wa maths hapana. Was my CU patron and the teacher for Christian religious education. That person really came to that point that you see, at that time my mom is a pastor, and the subject that I need to pass, it's CRE. But there's at that time I just got an E-plane, you see, at around Form 2 there. But when this teacher came and tell us that, hey, you know, we come from the same place, we have to do this and do this. So he came with some different sayings, you know, encouraging the Nelson Mandela ones, the Martin Luther King, those people that are excelled. So you find out that from that point he took me in from the E till the KCC that I gave him an A-. Up to now, we're still in contact. So he's the one that tells us, you have to relate this story with this person. And in motivation, most of the time, you see, I usually follow in these social media platforms, I follow these successful people, you know, these organizations, like how have they are mentoring people. You see, how many people have benefited from those mentorship, reading books, and you see, most of the people watch television just because they want, maybe it's interesting or it's something from that. But as to me, when you find me watching or sitting down just watching something, of course there's something I want to learn it from there. You know, I want to see that this leader was doing this and doing that. Is this good or is this bad? You know, so from different people, from different novels, that is how we do it. And you may find out that maybe I'm the president, but there's a person who is more wiser than me in that organization. So what I love is each and every time I usually consult people, and there's one person I really love in that organization. She's called Alice, the project manager. You see, you may find out that whenever I'm down, I may reach her. You find out that maybe I wanted to do something in this way, and they tell you like, no, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. You know, that bringing those thoughts together. Yeah. So the Edifyers executive is the strongest as you can imagine. And one told us that I never believed that youth can do this thing that you guys are doing. So as a leader, I would advise every leader not to rule on how they want, but on how people want them to do it, and they'll succeed.
Yeah, quite interesting, Mazi. That's one. Hiyo nimeipenda zaidi, man. And I want to bring your attention, of course, to what you are doing, of course, because there is a mission and a vision you guys are doing. Kwa ground, what are some of the current projects you are currently pushing right now? Of course, is it like Christmas? A lot of people maybe need help, when it comes to the festive season. What projects are you guys partaking, and how is it helping push your vision and your mission forward?
Let me talk on this point of nurturing talents. You find out that I'm also an artist, and through that we've entered the studio, recorded our music, and it's doing very well in Boomplay and other streaming platforms, you see. And coming this festive season, we have different projects that we're aiming at, visiting the children's home, you see. And if any person from somewhere, maybe an orphanage, and we just don't deal with orphanages, because you see that we came to realize that many people go to orphans to help them. But the old people, the aged in the society, and those people, let me say the vulnerable in society, these people are totally forgotten. So we spot from, maybe let's say from this location, we found out that this person is really in need. So we come up, bring our minds together and see on how we can donate to these people. You see. Yeah.
All right. Nakuwa nzuri tena sana. 20 minutes past 10 in the AM. If you're logging in right about now, karibu tena sana. Breakfast of Champions, man like Kipto, in the company of Ray, of course, from Edifyers Youth Organization. And yes, man, you're going to be hitting the musical streets one more time. And then when we come back, I want us to talk partnerships. I want us to talk about how you can come on board. Yes, you have some money you want to invest somewhere. Yes, na una mahali pa kuenda. Well, I'll be telling you about how, yes, you, specifically you listening in right now, can be able to do specifically right. It is, of course, an inspirational Thursday right in the port city of Mombasa. Quite sunny, of course. Kwa wale ambao walikuwa wanataka kubeba mavuli, think again. In the building with me, you're asking who is in the building as well. I'm talking about man like Ray from Edifyers Youth Organization. And right about now, we want to talk about partnerships. Do you have a money to invest? Do you have time or skills you would like to bring on board? Where can you, of course, get that platform or that opportunity to showcase what you are made of? Well, I'll be engaging the man, of course, the man of the hour, the man with all the answers to tell us how is it, of course, you can be coming on board. Yes?
Maybe for partnerships, you just have to you can visit our website, or for official use, you can send us an email at the Edifyers Youth Organization at gmail.com, and we will answer you as soon as possible. So I want to take this opportunity to invite all these organizations that maybe want to partner with us, and also I'm glad that for now we've partnered with the National Youth Council. We are in talk, and we just had an application with the Swahili Port Hub in Mombasa, and we are still welcoming more partners to come and partner with us, for we believe that this journey with them, it's going to be effective and significant. Yeah.
All right. If I have skills, should I forward, should I do an email, or should I come, let's say, to your offices, physically?
Okay, if you have skills, we have our social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, Edifyers Youth Organization. You can send a message on Facebook, Instagram, email. You have a skill on something, you tell us. Maybe it's acting, maybe it's singing, maybe you have skills tunaita za kiufundi. Yeah, you have this anything you feel you are left behind, we are here for you, because we see that there are some people who have that power to do something, but there are some people like us who didn't know where to start, but for now we are somewhere, and people are happy about that. So you don't have to worry about the capital, you don't have to worry about the expenses, you don't have to worry about anything. And for example, to the artist, for now we partnered with the Ajira Digital. For maybe you want to sing and you don't have money, we are taking you to studio for free. You record your song, and maybe the dream of you singing or being heard, it's going to be successful.
All right. Yeah. Of course, as we wind up, what is that one message you'd have for anyone listening in this morning? Let's say a young person, who is looking for a platform, an opportunity. What message, would you like to share with them this morning?
First, as an individual, I would like to tell my fellow youth this thing. If we could have abandoned our African culture and maybe adopted the white culture. For example, you may find a person like me in the US is serving their own companies, different companies. But in Africa, a person at 27 years old is still living in their parents' house. You see, and that is a very big challenge. You find out that you may marry, but still at the same time live in your parents' house. So my question to you is, what are you doing as for now to secure your future? Maybe that parent is depending on you, or that parent wants you to be somewhere to uplift them, but you are just still in the house based on, we call it a drug abuse, eating the likes of muguka, the likes of bang and alcohol. You are just still wasting your time. But if you now know what you are capable of doing, and you start putting that thing in action, you are going to be far. And there is this saying that says that we always don't work alone, and it says that if you want to reach fast, you see, work with people, and if you want to reach far, you just have to walk alone and fast. And first you will walk alone, but if you want to go far, you'll have to have a team with you. And you see that me, to myself, I didn't know that I will engage to different people. There are strangers who became friends. And to those studying, maybe in high school or college, I would like to tell you that the friends that you have now are not the same friends that will have them in 5 years to come. And I can tell you the true stories that since I finished high school, I had so many friends at the time I was studying. But when I finished, I only have 3. And I have these 3 because this brother of mine, Patrick Wafula, was the one that helped me pass the exams. We have this Brolin, my brother and our organizing secretary, and I have this called Janet. You see, and she's my sister and she's the vice secretary general. I saying a sister, it doesn't mean that she's my blood sister. But we believed in ourselves. We wanted to go far together. So try make new friends and make positive friends. Work on your goals. Focus. You see? When you can't focus now, tutakuwa tunasumbuana na wazazi yuko, you want to inherit. You see these cases of people killing parents because they want wealth. Unapata mtu anasema bana huyo kwani mbona akufi sasa na kona mali mimi ndio nangoja, unaona? So they just end up killing their parents. They end up engaging themselves in robbery and violence, and they find themselves in trouble. But what if you know you are capable of doing something and start working that thing seriously as for now and find people? Where will you be in 5 years to come?
Right. Asante tena sana. Imekuwa nzuri tena sana. 37 past 10 in the AM. I'm talking about Edifyers Youth Organization with the man himself, Ray, in the building. For anyone who wants to know how you can do the same, of course, we'll be sharing the link to this morning's conversation on our social media platform. So, man, of course, remember, you can catch the repeat of this and all the morning conversation on all our socials. And you can, of course, man, get to interact and understand what we are talking about this morning. Inakuwa nzuri tena sana.
You're listening to Blue Radio, bringing the vibe.